soon, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising.
It's coming for you, coming for you, it's coming for you, coming for you.
Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a lady hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm Neil, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit, huh?
Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I roll on
What's poppin'? Yeah. Yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy, Cobe Rising Raj, you dig? Shout out to Queen City Organics, man. We had a great event yesterday at Crunch Gym. We sold out of the sea moss out of my case. So big applause to Queen City Organics, man. Rising Rise Academy. We had an amazing event yesterday. It was so great, man. How's everybody doing? Shout out to Jenny from the block. What's going on, girl? Catching you lot. Listen, we're going over everything today. Shout out to my boy Jabari from the Jabari tribe. You dig? Man, listen, y'all. I don't think we caught up in a minute. I just want to ask, how is everybody doing today? What's y'all's feeling like today? How was y'all's day overall? Because I'm feeling pretty good. I really am feeling pretty good today, y'all. Shout out to my boy Ernest in the building. Shout out to my big dog. Shout out to my boy Gaines in the building, man. Good job on the sea moss, brother. I need to get some. Listen, bro, I can hold you a jar, bro. And if you want to meet up, man, let's definitely link up. And then I can get you a jar. So just tap in with me on IG, man, and we'll make sure we get you a jar, bro. Because I got to make sure my guys, we staying in good health. We staying in great shape. You dig? And we get into the motion. We get into the live motion, man. So, without further ado, man, I want to also introduce a guest, man. So we have a guest that's going to be coming on shortly. You dig what I'm saying? He's heavy in the fitness game. He's doing big things out here too, man. You feel me? Shout out to Gang says, I appreciate you, my brother. Hey, man, all is well over here. So if y'all didn't know, man, your boy is actually celebrating a birthday tomorrow. That's right. Your boy is celebrating a birthday tomorrow, man. So I'm another year older. So big applause to your boy Cobe Rising Rise. You dig? We out here flourishing. You know what I'm saying? Skin looking good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no bald spots, none of that. You know what I mean? I got one gray hair. Man, listen, my life is crazy, y'all. I found a gray hair, bruh, in my locks. Ain't that wild? That's how you know, man. Life been trying me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't all gray. I got one gray hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost about ready to bleach it. Hey, should I get on the bleach yet, y'all? I don't know if I should get on the bleach yet, man. I think my boy Jay in the building actually, man. Let me see if I can pull him on, man. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Hey Jay, you on with me, man?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Shout out, man. What's going on, big dog? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. I can't complain. I'm feeling good.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to my boy Pillsbury in the building. What's going on, big dog? Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. Matter I think you muted, bro.
Was that me or somebody else?
Yeah, no, that was no, I think you might have muted yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We had a crazy workout on Saturday, bro.
Crazy workout, bro. Crazy workout. Crazy, bro. I can't
Crazy.
appreciate y'all enough, bro.
No, that's facts, bro. And see, that's kind of how we like to live, bro. Like, you know, the gym bro moment type of deal, man, where we just getting it in. Like, I don't know why, man. I felt stronger at the end. Like, I don't know. It just takes me a while to get in my method, but you know, when we on, we on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Hey, you say once you kicked it in gear, it was over. It
you
was
saw I
over.
wasn't playing either.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's for sure.
Yep. Hey, I was talking to T, man. He said you had lost like a lot of weight, man. So you had a crazy workout transition, bro, from like where you started, man, to where you at now.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Some people would think it'd be too scary. You know what I'm saying? How much I done transformed for what I came from, what I'm came from in the amount of time. That's really kind of like the thing, like especially for like the close ones, because Pia tell you like people that's close to me, they seen it in real time, but it just happened in the blink of an eye. So it was just like,
Mhm.
yeah. But it's a blessing, bro. It's discipline, man. I gotta give it all the discipline. That's it, bro. For real, for real.
And that discipline's a real thing, man. Because if you staying consistent, man, like you'd be surprised the type of weight that can shed off of you, or you'd be surprised on the type of muscle growth that you can get just by staying consistent. Like I was talking to one of my guys today. We were talking about this book. It's called Atomic Habits, and he talked about going and working out to the point where like he'd be in his car, man, like knowing he needs to work out, but he'll just sit there, bro, and just talk himself into it. Like, you know what? Let me just walk into the gym. He dead tired though. You know what I'm saying? His mind elsewhere,
Right,
completely elsewhere. But as he's walking to the gym, his mind ain't even looking in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like he almost got hit by a car because it was like he didn't see the car because his mind was in a whole nother place.
the
Because
place,
he
right,
knew, like, you know, just what you going through, right? And so he was like, I'm about to just go in here and I'm gonna just do at least a pull-up. You know what I'm saying? He started off going to Planet Fitness. He said, I'm gonna do a pull-up. So he said, look, the book says start doing something, and then eventually it'll just kind of come to you. So then when he went into the gym and he just did one pull-up, he's like, man, that's all. Let me just go ahead and finish out the workout. So that type of consistency with that mindset, no matter what day it was, he was feeling bad, whether he was feeling good. You know, he might have been a little sick, but it wasn't too bad of a sickness, right? And that little bit of just motion, he felt tired, but he just opened up the door and just started walking to the gym.
right.
Just,
Yeah,
mind everywhere else, right? But he knew once I get my body in motion, it's a wrap. And then eventually, bro, it got to the point where like he didn't even really need to. His mindset was actually focused now. So now, versus being inside his head, now his focus was outside. It was more so about purposeful.
right,
Well, boy,
right,
he ended up losing a lot of weight, meaning like unhealthy weight, and ended up gaining muscle in the process. So it was just a learning lesson, man. But what you said is real when it comes to that consistency. It just he looked up one day and just realized like he was knocking out 20 pull-ups at one time, and he's like, man, like hey, that's it. Like he just and it took someone else to say something to him to realize of how far he's gotten. He's like, damn, I
right.
can really do all that at one time because he wasn't thinking about it. He was just doing the work.
Doing the work. That's how I
Doing
got
the
caught
work.
up. I got caught up the same way because, like, I mean, I'm sure you can attest to this too. Like when you in fitness, especially when you got goals, you can look at yourself every day and feel like you ain't getting nowhere. You mean you'll see small little joints,
Man,
but you get around somebody else and be like, they
just
be
the
like, bro,
same.
you done got right. You done got right. Boy, what you been doing? So that
Yep.
kind of like what fuels me, you know what I'm saying? Cause I tell people all the time, bro. I went into the gym and I go to a Planet Fitness, but I went into a gym, bro, and I got a lot of my Planet Fitness. It's a lot of old heads, a lot of old
Yeah.
niggas that don't eat right, but just in the gym work. They retired, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of those are my buddies. But when I went into the gym, I went in the gym, man, with a pot belly, and I came back out like I am just in the amount of time, bro. And it's like
Soldier.
I'm the talk of the gym every day. Everybody want to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I barely can get a workout because it's just like they so impressed and they see it in real time. But the only thing I did was just I ain't take no days off, bro. I stayed consistent. That's just what it is.
Man, shout out to you, man. I'm telling you, I don't think people really understand like what consistency could do, man. And you're a living testimony, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you an applause right now, bro, because
Hey, I appreciate that,
you're
brother.
doing
I appreciate that.
it's big, and people need to hear that because if they don't hear that, they won't know the struggle themselves. And
Right,
so
right,
that's
right.
that's kind of what I want to get them to. But you know what I like to do here, man. And I know this is your first time on the show, bro. So I gotta kind of tell you how I go down. Like I like to
Yeah.
read the comments. I like to get people involved because you'll have people that will congratulate you too, and that even may
Okay.
even ask you questions, right? And so I
Right.
have different topics that I cover. Like today's topic is about black fatigue, and we'll get into that in case you haven't heard about it.
Okay.
But we have a lot of people, man, who be on. Like shout out to my girl Brittany in the building. You dig what I'm saying? I know you. I see you on the show. I know you almost home. Shout out to Charmaine in the building. You dig? Shout out to my boy D in the building. Hey, bro, how your diet looking today, bro? I know you was I know you was talking about eating crazy, bro, eating all them pies and stuff. Yeah, so I want to see what's going on. Shout out to Gaines in the building. Says happy Earth strong, brother. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, man, on the birthday wish, man. Shout out to Jenny. She says, "Oh man, happy birthday, Kobe. I'll get you some lentils." Hey, I appreciate that. I just found my first gray hair the other day too. Man, listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I might keep the gray hair. Like I like a little salt and pepper, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna see how I gonna go. I only got one gray hair, so I don't nobody can see that yet. Shout out to my dog D, man. He says, I'm cooking chicken and rice right now. He says, I guess a little better. You know what, bro? Shout out to you, man. You cooking chicken and rice. I know you got you cooking in that new house you got. Hey, but we gonna give applause to D, man. He just bought him a house this year, man. So we gonna make sure we give you an applause too, brother. So I know you're doing good things out here, big. Shout out to man. She laughing. What you laughing at, girl? But anyway, man. So yeah, we definitely have to give a shout out for sure, man. I appreciate you, Jay, man, for sure. But anyway, so Jay, bro, have you heard of this thing called black fatigue? Have you heard of that? I think you. Oh, you were. I think you're not muted now, so you good. Can you hear me, bro? I think you might have went out, Jay. Have 1, 2. Shout out to Nia in the building. All the gray hair. Dang, you got a gray hair too. What's going on with y'all in these gray hairs, man? Shout out to Jenny says your delts looking great. You know what's crazy? I actually did shoulders today too. We did mid delts, rear delts. We did a lot of front delts. It was crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to grow my delts a little bit, Jenny. You did. So I got a lot of things to do. You feel me? Shout out to my dog Jabbar. Happy birthday, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to D, man. He says, let me guess. It's tiring being black. Psh, bro, I ain't one of them type of dudes, bro. Look, that's life. That's all that means, man. It's just life, dog. He says, oh, Jay says, mic off mute. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know why I can't hear you, man. Can you hear me, bro? You try leaving and then coming back. Sometimes I can fix it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, try leaving and coming back in. That might help out a little bit. All right, bet. So shout out to D, he says, because I got black fatigue right now. Hey, bro. When I heard about this whole I don't know if y'all know what black fatigue is, but let me give y'all a quick. Let me see if there's an actual definition for it, right? Because I know it is. But pretty much black fatigue about the whole injustice, equity, DEI, and inclusion and all this other stuff, man. That's long story short what it's about, right? like I give you an example, and I was talking to I was talking to Brittany about this today actually. But before I do, what's Jabbar saying? He said, I've been rocking the gray and black for a minute now. I also signed up for the Deck of Fit Carolinas. Hey man, listen, shout out to my man Jabari from the Jabari tribe in the building, rocking the salt and pepper, but showing these young boys how to get it in. That's man, look, I strive to be something like that, man. When I get up to speed like that, bro, I'm trying to stay like that. You dig? But yeah, so black fatigue is here's what I mean, right? So an example of black fatigue is like, let's say a black person, is being racist to a white person, right? It's almost like it makes it okay to the point where, like, God forbid if the white person says something back to the black person, now the white person is now demonized for it, right? And it just doesn't make it fair. So black fatigue is something that says we're just tired of this this false facade, because let's say if the foot was reversed, let's say if a white person was being racist to a black person, it would be deemed as bad. But if the black person was racist to the white person, it's not as bad. And that's the part that's not fair, because let's just say if someone from another race does clap back, it's like now you kind of starting something at this point, right? So people are just tired of this one road racism is what it is. It's one way racism, right? So that is something that's been going on when it comes to black fatigue, right? And so I just wanted to bring something up to speed when it comes to black fatigue, because you guys didn't realize something here. There is a such thing as a black fatigue when it comes to health. That's right. When it comes to health, what is black fatigue when it comes to health? Well, let me teach y'all something real quick. Black fatigue in health is calling out the black issues in health, right? And we get demonized for it. There's so much and so many far between unhealthy things in the black community that we need to speak about, such as the overweight crisis, the overweight or obesity push to make it okay in the black community, because we all know what mac and cheese arms look like. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all black people, and I know everybody else done heard it too, how many of y'all heard of the mac and cheese arms? How many of y'all heard about the mac and cheese on them big wrists, them big ankles that we make okay? You know what I'm saying? And we also shame our people for getting into a healthy weight. I know plenty of women who have went around the cookout, and let's say if they're looking slim and trim, it's a lot of black females that will sit up here, and even black men will say, you looking like you losing too much weight, when the truth is they're actually in a normal, healthy weight. So we shun the community if they are losing weight and getting healthy. But what we do is we promote obesity to say, dang, you getting thick. Look at you. And it comes with a fat gut. It comes with big mama arms. And it comes with, if you a dude, you got a beer belly out the yin yang. So what do we call it in the black community? We call it, what did Yo Gotti say? He said, I got a big stomach. That means I must be eating good. And put it in a rap song. So this is something that we sit up here and we idolize in the black community. And it's a problem. It's a problem, because if you ask someone who's actually overweight like that, walking up and down the stairs, it's not good to see them huffing and puffing and breathing all loud and stuff like that. They now normalize that. We've normalized being big in the community, and it's so far gone. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there's a statue in New York Times Square of an overweight woman right now. And there's people that's actually defending this, knowing that this is showing a depiction and representation of a black American culture society, which is completely out of line. It's absolutely insane. Shout out to my boy Gaines and Billy. He says it's jealousy, and it's wanting everyone to be just like them. Yo, man, I agree 100%, man. This is crazy. So Jay, I know you back, man. I don't know if you caught any of that. Did you catch any of that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did.
What do you think about all this, man? What am I tripping about this, man, or am I on to something here? What's your thoughts on this, bro?
Man, nah, man. I'm with it, bro. Like I agree 100%, and we all know this conversation can get deeper too, because
Yes.
of our culture and the I say I like to use like our culture, we built off trauma, man. So like when I say
Mm,
trauma, like how and I had to realize when I got older, I can't fault my mom for bringing all this bull junk to me when and my grandma was born in the 20s and the 30s when the food trajectory was totally different. You
totally
get what
different.
I'm saying?
I
She
do.
not about my mom not about to calculate and say, hey, well now it's a new generation. They don't got this in the food. They don't got this. We sit down and eat that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
like we look into that. So it's just like everything with school, just like with work, just like with so we have to we have to re-educate ourselves to understand. And I be telling people all the time, just look at the labels on the stuff you eat and look them up and see what they do to the body. And that way
woo,
you don't have to go asking
bar.
your mom, asking a scientist or do that. Just Google everything that you put in your mouth on the ingredients. And if you look that up, that'll change your whole trajectory of what you put in your body. I promise you that.
Man,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you know you're gonna have a whole lot of people on your head. You know they about to come for you, bro. You
Hey,
speaking
that's good.
so
Hey,
much truth.
yeah, hey, I'm with it, man. But it's like it's I'm with it, bro. But it's like, hey, I like to spit the truth and I like to keep it hot, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Bro, yeah.
but I don't knock nobody, man, because food is a sensitive subject, just like religious and everything else. So I try to tell people to each his own, but just be mindful of what you eat. You know what I'm saying? The same way y'all take pride in getting money and taking care of your family, you
Yep.
can't do none of that shit without good health. So take pride into
Woo.
your health. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
then let
man.
everything go out there. Cause if you work inside out, everything in life will work better. And you know what I'm saying? People understand where headaches come from, attitudes come from, all that stuff. You come up with, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Nah, it ain't cause of this, cause of what you ate last night or what you been putting in your body.
Boy,
You
you
know what I'm
preaching.
saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's that. And that's self education, man. Because I was that person too who ate that. You know what I'm saying?
We
At
all
once
been
upon a
there,
time.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
we
with
done
you.
been there. So
Yeah.
and I try to, look for changes to better me inside out, man. And that's just what I came through off of my research, man, for sure. And
Bro, and
my
that's
health, yeah, for sure.
you preaching so much. Let me see. I grew up in the South, right? So
Uh,
when I grow up, bro, you supposed to finish your plate.
there
Eat
you
all the
go.
food on your plate.
There
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying? You don't throw no food away, right?
Yep.
I don't care how much food is on that plate. You finish that plate. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so I remember, man, there was a girl, man, and I hope she comes back eventually, man. She was on my show a couple times before, just in the comment section. And we were talking about, the black culture and how it promotes obesity in some cultures, right?
Correct.
And she spoke about how her overweightness came from how she was raised. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? And so she said that, like, when she grew up, she's supposed to finish her plate, eat the food that's on her plate, yada yada yada, right? And so
Mhm.
what they did was they all overate. Her parents were overweight, so they pushed this mindset onto the kids,
Right.
and now they're supposed to do and do the same thing that their parents did, right? Not knowing that what they're doing is they're causing their daughter to be obese, and then when she gets picked on or something in school, the parents are like, "Oh, girl, you just big bone." You good. You see, I'm big and I'm fine. And it's so sad because in the black culture, bro, we promote this mess.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
promote this mess. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I personally grew up like that, but I know, like, personally, we grew up in the South. You're supposed to eat your food, right?
Yeah,
And I can
absolutely.
see it, and I see it in other people's families too. But it's like it's a cultural thing to where it's not just me. I'll speak to other people and they've shared these same experiences. So it's
Absolutely.
not that it doesn't happen. It actually happens more
More
often
often. Yep.
than not,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
you know? And so
Yep.
that's kind of where I sympathize with the girl, because when I was speaking about how black culture messed it up, she was like, well, I got to put a lot of that on my parents. And I was like, listen, I agree, but we're grown adults now to the point where we now know better. It's up to us to actually do something different, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you an example, bro. I switched my diet to a mostly plant-based diet. I did this on my own. And so what I did was, going around my family, I thought that they was gonna be like, man, look, you're gonna have to eat before you come over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've heard people say these things too,
Right.
because the food is different. Now, I
Yeah.
was blessed enough to have, like, my aunts and stuff, they'll cook food for me. Like, I know my uncle, he'll tell me, I got veggies on the grill for you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, they
Right.
rock with me like that. So, like, I was blessed enough to have that, right? But there's some families that will look I'm gonna give you an example. There's a girl who I know at the gym. She was overweight, and similar situation to Michelle. She was overweight, and her family was overweight, but that was just the culture because everybody just overate all the time. There was just a reason for it, right? And eventually, she got to the point where she was actually having problems, like health wise. So the doctor's like, "Look, you need to lose weight." So she went to the gym, worked out all the time, right? And she did it, I think, at the beginning of the year. This was like 2 years ago, and she actually got into a healthy weight to the point where she was like, for her height, her weight was around where her height should be, like BMI wise, right? So I think she was like 5'6", so she got down to like 135, right? Which is a decently healthy weight for that type of height. And she felt good, right? She was gaining muscle, and she looked like nice and toned. So she was happy, right? So she couldn't wait to be around her family, and they were gonna. So she pretty much was hoping that they would say, "Look, you're doing right. You know, I'm proud of you, girl." Man, she went around her family, bro. You wouldn't believe what they said. They said, "Oh, you looking skinny. You sick, girl. What's wrong with you? You ain't thick like you supposed to be." Tore her heart out, bro. She almost cried. She was almost willing to just overeat to get back to the unhealthy weight just to appease her family, dog.
Yeah.
And she was gonna go right back to that. I said, "Listen, you're at a healthy weight. They're not at a healthy weight.
Absolutely.
Don't let them shame you because you're doing the right thing just because they didn't do the right thing."
And people and to piggyback off that for you counter, I like to tell people all the time, man, when you making a drastic change, whether it's financially, religiously, health wise, the closest people to you is gonna be the first ones to turn on you because they're so complacent with what they're used to with you. When you do something foreign, they gonna be like, "Man, I lie to you not." My mama tell me this to this day, "Boy, you need to pick up some more weight. Boy, you need to pick up some more weight." And I let it go through one ear out the other. I laugh at it, I flex a muscle on her and stuff like that, and just to make her laugh and keep it going. But I know that the cycle she caught up in. You get what I'm saying? And I
I
don't fault,
do.
like I said, I've been start fault my parents and everybody else because at some point in time you got to take self accountability. You get what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
fact.
you know what I mean? So you got to dig deep and find the information you need for you. And another thing with far as that body, like when you say people eat, I tell people all the time, bro, like our culture, we eat so bad that y'all have to realize just because me and you might be eating bad for 10, 15 years, Joe might be eating bad for 5 years and have a heart attack. That shit don't got no age limit on it.
It
I
sure
can eat
don't.
more pork than you. You can eat less more pork than me and still do that. It just don't
Yep.
matter. So that's why I tell people the moment you get any signs, the moment you notice you getting more headaches and this and that, stop taking them pills. Stop drinking the medicines, man. Eat you some food. And I tell people all the time, and I'm gonna
Yep.
start with this right here.
Come on.
If God put stuff on the earth, bro, and He said we feed it with water and sunlight. Same thing with your body. You nutrition it. You make sure you put the right foods in the plant into your body, and it will grow and respond the way it's supposed to. The moment you start putting in all that processed food, processed this, and that, and the third, your body is trying to fight so much stuff because they got so much stuff in it. It's
Yep.
not used to fighting what it's supposed to be fighting. So, hey, just
Ooh.
be mindful what you put in your body, man. That's all I just like to tell people, man.
That's bars. Look, we eat real food over here. I like to play sound bites sometimes too when I'm doing that.
Yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
what happens is, man, people be going to Taco Bell. They eating too much of that, they eating this fake meat out here. They eating this, processed meat, you know what I'm saying? And they not really understanding that they're setting themselves up for
Well, I
destruction.
guess you just have to be prepared to die.
And they eating too much of these honey bun snacks,
Left wrist apple fritter, right
apple
wrist
fritters,
cinnamon bun.
cinnamon buns, you know what I'm saying?
All that.
And not only that, bro, drinking, bro.
Yep.
You find so many of us cultures, bro. We push this brunch culture. You find most of them just what you eating at brunch: fried chicken wings and waffles. You know what I'm saying? They eating all this stuff, and not only that, bottomless mimosas.
Yep.
Over and over. And not only that, guess what? They doing? They taking mixed drinks. They probably gonna order them a Long Island iced tea, not knowing that that's 600 calories.
Yep.
I guarantee they didn't know that. And they drinking more than just one Long Island. They probably down about 2 or 3. On top of them bottomless mimosas, and they going out to eat every week, bro. that stuff adds and quadruples, especially if you're not working out, bro. They organs is on fire.
On
You know what
fire,
I'm
man.
saying? They screaming, bro.
Man,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
sugar is crazy.
The sugar crazy, and I call it the boosie juice. What they drink? They
Yeah.
drinking that boosie juice. You know what I'm saying? It's so much that adds into it that gets them into an unhealthy state, and it's hard because when you get to a certain weight, you know how hard it is to lose that weight, how much it hurts, man. It's when they get to a certain weight, it hurts to wake up sometimes. People don't think about it because over time, like you said, working out consistently can get you to something really good. Well, eating bad consistently can get you feeling really bad, really
Really
fast.
bad. Yep.
It's
Fast too.
faster.
Yep.
It's so bad because it takes a longer time to get in fit shape, but it takes a quicker time to get out of shape.
Get out of shape.
You feel me? It's so fast to get up out of shape. They don't get to the point where, man, it's almost like it's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel when they get to a specific weight. It's like, well, I'm already here. And it's so bad, bro. Like, they look at my life and I'm eating plant-based and all this, bro. And they look at me and be like, oh, that's crazy.
Oh God, you crazy.
They be telling me I'm crazy for it. And I'm just like, bro, you see the results though.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I be preaching.
And they go back, and they go back to, like you said, consistency, because they hear it, and one ear go out the other, and they get home and be like, yeah, I want to get like that. But at the end of the day, man, you can't compare your right now to somebody 10 years, man. So, you have to just get started, stay consistent. And I tell people all the time, bro, like, don't make this shit drill sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Wing it in moderation, because the moment people start crashing their diets and going to the gym, you're going to crash out quicker that way. Focus on the diet first. Do the diet first. Get your 80-20 diet where, eat clean all week and pick you one day out the week where you get a whatever meal you want, just because your body's so used to eating bull junk. Just find you one meal a week, and you just do that. That's the 80-20 rule. And I tell you, once you're doing that, you'll realize your taste buds have changed, and you're going to say, man, I don't want that no more. And now you on to the, you know what I'm saying? Because there's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? And then some people really can't shake them diets. I hear people at the gym all the time, boy, I love what you're doing. I like what you're doing, but boy, I can't stop eating this. You know what I'm saying? And I hear it all the time, but it be like, man, that's your mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you tell yourself you can't change that diet, I ain't even thinking about you changing, because it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Man, bro, you preaching so much, man. And I'm glad you said it, bro. Listen, they actually bigging you up in these comments, man. I got to get to these comment sections real quick because, bro, you've been dropping gems like it ain't no other. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Brittany. She says, that's true. She says, you can't get mad at the truth. Absolutely. You dig what I'm saying? You can't get mad.
And I'm not no doctor. I ain't making this up. We can look all this up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
In a real way, man. Shout out to Gaines. He says, yeah, your boy spitting facts, Cobe. Man, listen, he come up in here chopping shit up like a hibachi. Blah, 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 blah. You dig? Shout out to Brittany. She says, we have to educate for us to elevate. Listen, in a real way, you definitely got to. Brittany says, I remember her. Yeah, you remember that story because I done told that story probably over and over and over again because it's a real thing. Shout out to Jenny. She says, we didn't throw food away, but everything was healthy on our plate. Big difference compared to these big back habits. See, and I'm glad you said that, Jenny, because it's hard to overeat on whole food. Let me say that again. If you're doing a mostly whole food, plant-based diet, it's so difficult for you to gain an unhealthy weight. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is a part 1. Part 2 is going to be next week. You know what I'm saying? And I want Jay, and I want you to come back next week too, because that's we're gonna kick it off to a whole deeper level. You did.
Say less.
Shout out to Gaines. He says, I agree with him. It's been a struggle for years with me trying to get my body right. Wasn't informed on anything until 2018. It was a lot for us around that time, man. Far from where I want to be, but not near where I was. And I did something about it. And shout out to my boy Gaines in the building because he's definitely on the trajectory. Shout out to Brady. She says it is a cultural thing, but we have to change the culture. The sensitivity comes from the mental aspect of it. When you are trained to eat inappropriately for so long, it can be more challenging
Absolutely.
to reprogram your mindset. And that's where we have to build the community so that the people in such situations know they are not alone in their journey. Yep, Brittany, I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're speaking the truth, girl, because when you comes to the community, this is why we have to speak about black fatigue. The community has gotten so out of whack that speaking the truth is now almost like you're hating on somebody. So if I say that someone who is like, oh, matter of fact, let me read this comment because that's going to go into my point, Jenny. Jenny says, I'm 5'6", 135 right now. Although I like to be lighter, I'm pretty strong and fast right now, so I don't mind much. Jenny, I'm going to give you an example, right? In the black community, when you say you at 5'6", 135, you're supposed to be healthy, someone black will come to me and be like, shit, that's too small. You need to be about 170. I'm like, at 5'6"? Man, no, that's like you almost like damn near like a running back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People don't think about this type of stuff. Like that's not supposed to be, especially for our ladies. Our ladies are supposed to be at a little bit of a lower weight anyway.
Absolutely.
And that, like I said, that's gonna go in definitely into next week. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely gonna do this. Shout out to Gaines. He says, that's what's up, Jenny. And Brittany says, that's true. And she also says, number one, consistency and baby steps. Shout out to Jeremy. He says, hey, have you showed the video I sent? I'm actually about to get into that next, man. I want to get into that video because this video kind of goes into it gets into this black fatigue. I don't know if you ever seen like Jay, I don't know if you've seen videos where like girls will dance and stuff like that on IG.
Mm-hmm.
Always be like overweight, bro, and they be looking bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to share my screen, bro, because like it was this video, man. I want to play because it goes a little bit into this whole black fatigue because it's almost like we can't speak the truth anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's getting so bad now. So if you can see it and hear it, just give me a thumbs up real quick or let me know. And if y'all can hear it in the comment section, make sure you guys put a thumbs up in the comment section because we're gonna review this video. But let me just show you this mess that I'm about to show you guys, man. This is crazy. Come on, y'all.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000s. Girl, you with the bag, you fat, make your booty spin this cash.
Bruh, you see this damn mess? Oh! We are cooked as a culture. We are cooked. And look, here's the crazy part about this, y'all. The comment section. The comment section is ridiculous because the girl is going in because clearly people are saying, hey man, you need to stop, you need to lose weight. You know, you don't need to see any more morbidly obese people in nursing homes. They don't live long, which is true. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because this lady is clapping back at people for calling her out. Calling her out on her mess. And it's insane because, again, it's just ridiculous that we can't call out the truth and try to help our people. You see what I'm saying? Look at your boy says, ew. Hey, Brittany was like, oh, hell nah, that ain't even right. No, that's a fact. And shout out to Gaines. He says, what's that supposed to be? I think I got seasick. Man, listen, bro. My face was like this guy right here. I was like, what? What? And see, this right here is just ridiculous. Because here's what she has to say about all this. She's talking about how she has an issue, and that's why she's big like that. Nah, baby girl, I think you just eating too much food, man. Jay, what you think about this shit, bro? I think you might be on mute, bro. Hey, Jay, can you hear me, bro? I think you might have tuned out. If you can hear me, bro, try to come back out and come back in real quick because I think the mic be doing the same thing again. But y'all, check this shit out. She says, I want to thank all of you for the comments and your immature little high school kids' unresolved trauma. So we have trauma because yo big ass want to get up on here and promote obesity. Like, these people are trying to look out for you, right? She don't care what apparently we got to say. She says she is sexy and she knows the consequences of the post of this video is going to do, and she chooses to post them to spread positivity and love. Know what you spreading is you spreading big back activity, you spreading honey buns and apple fritters. You also spreading
People sweat.
you spreading Taco Bell and trying to tell me you have Hashimoto's thyroiditis.
Stop the cap.
All of this in a to tell me that you feeding and gaining weight on purpose to get paid, knowing that this is a real thing. She's 100% against it, but at the same time, you're using this to promote positivity. Look at that. There's nothing positive at all. Bruh, we're trying to help because this is the thing that's promoted. We promote obesity and black fatigue culture. It's getting out of hand. We got to start calling this out. I'm sorry. The issue is food and lack of exercise. Thank you, Brittany. And shout out to Gang says, got to stop promoting this ish. Seriously, is not healthy or helping society. Shout out to Jeremy. He says, I was so sluggish when I was 322. Bro, listen, I guarantee you she's sluggish. She probably pushing 340. I guarantee it. Jenny says, this is the take me as I am nonsense. I guarantee you she's the main one talking about some accept me for who I am. I guarantee you that's what she said. Matter of fact, she kind of did say it. Last but not least, not everyone is mentally stable like me and strong like me to be mindful that others tend to be sensitive as they are. First of all, what's strong is them goddamn ankles to hold all that weight up. Mentally stable, you might be stretching the truth a little bit, stretching them damn pants. What you stretching is them damn pants and that t-shirt. That damn t-shirt can't even fit all the way. That shit stretched out as far as it could go. Bruh, mentally stable, come on now. Come on now. Look at my face. Come on.
Stop the cap.
You can't tell me you mentally stable with a damn... First of all, this girl got on a freaking what is it called? A little bob? Not what's the thing where they put the hair in front of your face? A bob wig on that's not your real hair color. And you got stretch pants on with a stretch t-shirt, can't even fit all the way over. Look at Brittany, she rolling. Shout out Gang says that's not slim thick, baby. That's literally full heavyweight obesity, diabetes, sleep apnea. Oh, you know she got sleep apnea, bro. You know she got sleep apnea. Brittany says gangs. Yep, etc. etc. Listen, them pants is etc. Look at this. All of this is etc. The front is etc. The hips is etc. Listen, what I'm saying is this, y'all. The problem is the fact that she says she is mentally stable, knowing damn well there's nothing mentally stable about this, y'all. Go, girl, go lose some weight, man, and just stuff like this gets sent in the algorithm on purpose because what happens is the algorithm looks for things like this to put in front of you guys' face, aka this is the Lizzo effect. The Lizzo effect was body positivity. Low key, if you look at this right here, posting a body positive video so other women can going through the same thing can feel comfortable. First of all, that is promoting this unhealthy habit. There's not a lot of people who have this type of Hashimoto's thyroiditis. It's just not. It's not. And here's the thing about it, because if that was the case, you'd be doing everything you can to lose the weight. You can tell that this person's not doing it. So what I'm saying is, if she's saying that the words won't hurt her, what she's pretty much saying is, I don't care what y'all say, I'm gonna keep promoting this. So now she's put her foot in her mouth because you say that you don't want to promote unhealthiness, you're against it, but at the same time, you're promoting the very thing that you say that you're against. Make it make sense. Shout out to Gaines. I'm dead serious, bro. She said, somebody come get Baby D. Now, Baby D, you ain't gonna catch me. Look, listen, when she start running, all you gonna see is this. That right there. You see her swinging them arms? That's the only running that's about to happen. Look at that. That's all you're gonna see running away from y'all. Man, I can't believe this, man. Get this off my screen, man. I can't do this right now. Gang says her back look like it's hurting and pregnant. Her back pregnant. The balance looks trash and better not fall. Listen, she probably done fell already. Brittany says an earthquake. Hey, Brittany, you know what it sounded like whenever she was coming out that closet? You know what it sounded like when she was coming out that closet? Oh my God. That's all you heard. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all got me out here. Y'all got me in rare form right now. Oh man. But listen, y'all. I think Jay had to drop off, y'all. We gonna get up out of here, bro. We have a part 2. We have a part 2 coming next week, y'all. So I just want to give y'all, I just wanted to show that because we are getting out of hand to the point where we're promoting big back activity. And promoting big back activity is the reason why we have issues in the Black culture. And I'm tired of it. We about to speak out about it. Y'all gonna tell me I'm hating and all this stuff. I don't give a damn because we got to help our people. So anyway, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Please join in next week for the next topic. Let me read the rest of these comments. Shout out to Gang says, now you see him trying to have the sympathy, and I have not sympathy for this shit. Exactly. That's real. Shout out to Jenny. She says, I love it when Chris says, get this back off my screen. Yeah, get this bullshit off my screen, man. This is crazy. That's real, Kobe. And listen, I'm going to be real. We have got to stop this shit for real. Next week, we're going to cover the more topics, and we're going to continue to push this narrative of healthiness, right? So I appreciate y'all for joining in on the topic. When we're faced with an obstacle, you know what we do. We rise and we rise. Peace out. You dig?